Hello everybody, what's up? Good news, it's a day. And you know what? It's a good day because it is 80 degrees, which is nice for August. Usually August is like death and dead grass. But it's so nice that I'm out at like 2 o'clock midday. I shouldn't care about weather so much. I hope I'm not the only rider who's just thrilled about good weather. Anyway, I kind of washed it back. I did a kind of a bad job, but washing the bike makes me feel a lot better about riding. So I came out to Which Wich. You remember that place from Moto Monday last time? I went there, they were closed, and I was sad, so I thought, you know what? I'm going to freaking go there. It's going to make me happy. It did. I got a Rubin in here. So anyway, what was I going to say about the bike? I was going to talk about the bike a little bit. I kind of cleaned the chain, and that white stuff is wax, which may be too much wax. And then I used a brush before all that, and I used a chain degreaser, and I brushed it, and I ran it and brushed it, but you can still see these black marks. Anyway, it's a little loose. I still haven't gotten the freaking tires replaced. Haven't gotten that. I'm going to talk about that, but let's just get going right now. Used to do better. I think it's because the chain's a little loose, among other things like the clutch and the tires. And let's see what's going on here. This is Big Four Wheel Parts, where I do my Ruby Tuesday series. It happens to be in the same building. I guess. What the frick is that? It's a cool car. It had like a Ferrari joke on the front, like an elk. Instead of Ferrari horse, like an elk. I don't know. I think it's supposed to be a joke sticker, but they're probably at lunch too. Wait, 2 o'clock? No, they're not. What the frick are you guys doing? The McJeep is almost done, guys. I don't know if you've been watching Ruby Tuesday. It's something I do every month. I do at least one video for Ruby Tuesday where I keep modding the Jeep. I'm almost done. You're going to be surprised because if any of you know about my Jeep, you're like, Walter, why come you have so many lights? I'm like, because I feel like it. And I might be afraid of the dark. I'm not ready to admit to it yet. I mean, actually, I'm not afraid of the dark. You know why? Because I have so many freaking lights on my McJeep. That being said, I'm almost done. There are still more lights to go, but that's what I do there. For Wheel Parts, I mod my Jeep, and it's almost done. I'm not going to talk about my McJeep right now. That's enough of that. You guys aren't here to watch my McJeep. If you want to, you can watch Ruby McTuesdays, but right now, I'm going to talk about my bike. Bro, come on, man. This is your lane. When you exit, this is the one closest to you. It's easier for you, and if there's someone in front of you or behind you like me, don't do that. Oh, okay. In Moto Mondays, I would almost always include any clip of me complaining about someone pulling out of my lane, even if they weren't impeding my progress. What I mean by that is they weren't pulling out, so I had to slow down, because that's something to get annoyed over. But sometimes people just pull into the wrong lane, and I don't have to slow down. I can easily get out of the way like this. It's really not that big of a deal. I used to put those things in Moto Monday all the time because I'd put like anything in Moto Monday, but now, for a while now actually, I've been much more, what's the word, restrictive about what gets ended up in Moto Monday. Like, I want it to actually be good. Lots of stuff happens, but like, I could be complaining about this Jeep going below the speed limit right now, but come on, man. But I'm not. That's not going to go into Moto Monday. I try to be more restrictive. Anyway, on to be complaining about the motorcycle. So I mentioned before that the tires still need to get replaced. I need to get the clutch looked at, and now I think that the chain is loose. Some of those things I'm not capable of doing by myself, especially the clutch. I had an appointment to get it looked at, and then I had to move it, and it had to do with the Atlanta trip, which I didn't get up going on. So, but now I have for a while now had a big trip to what the frick? Oh, that's my bro. I need to answer that. What's up, Scro? Sorry I missed your call. I'm riding my motorcycle and making a living complaining. What are you doing? Or what's up? I'm recording a motovlog right now, and I'm talking to you as if they can hear you, but I can't, so I won't. Sorry, never mind. Yeah, I do. When do you want to hang out? All right, well, I'll see you soon. All right, bye. He's bored. He wants to head to my place and hang out, so I'm going to go to my place and hang out after while I'm talking on the phone. I'm going to head to my place, which is kind of interesting because my place used to be behind me. I have since moved, and I'm in this direction, back towards my, come on. I'm trying to push my rear pegs down inches at the same time, which is stupid. Back towards my own hometown. This is where I grew up, way out that way. Olathe is my, what do you call that, hood. Jeez. That was the opposite of butter. That came out like broccoli, man. That was terrible. Olathe is my hood. I grew up there, been there most of my life. I live there now. So anyway, now he moved back to Olathe, which is where he's been for a long time, and now we live like 10 minutes apart instead of an hour apart. So it's happy. Anyway, so I'm gonna complain about my motorcycle now. I'm not complaining. Let's not call it complaining. I'm gonna talk about my motorcycle now. Oh, that's a 370Z. You just saw me. That's a Nismo. You're my best friend. Come up here. I'm gonna go slow so he can catch up to me. I want to ask him what it is. If I get a chance, I will. Anyway, so clutch, chain. What's the other thing? Tires. Yeah, so I'm gonna get those replaced, and I'm really excited about it. And I decided, instead of focusing on a leader bike or getting another motorcycle like I'm complaining about for a while, I'm gonna focus on making sure this one is as good as it can be. Same with my Jeep. I'm just gonna focus on finishing them. It's not a Nismo, is it? I gotta ask. What the frick? Oh, I hit my kill switch. Is that a Nismo? Do you know if it's a Nismo though? It's awesome. No, I bet not, but I might be faster. There's a difference. Horsepower doesn't equal speed. I don't need it because I'm lighter, but any chance you're gonna hit the gas for me so I can see you go fast?
I better not if I like I drive.
Oh, all right. Well, it's awesome.
Okay.
Thanks for talking to me. Alrighty now, I just kill switch myself like a retard. Anyway, I like that car. And, you know, I could afford it. Or see, I can't afford it, but I decided that I don't want. Okay, I could rant about that too. I don't want this video to be too long. Okay, so I finished talking about the motorcycle. I decided that I'm going to work on and invest in the vehicles I have before I go buy other ones. So, oh, thank you for going with the gas pedal. I like that car, I really do. I'll talk about that in a second. All right. Okay, so I'm sorry, I'm distracted. I'm going to start slowing down with my speech here, so it might get boring as I slow down. But here I go. So I decided that instead of getting like an additional leader bike and an additional, I want a supercar or a really fast car. Who doesn't? You know. I mean, that being said, my bike and Jeep combo is awesome, but if I could have extra vehicles, that'd be really cool. That being said, I decided that instead of focusing on like a leader bike and or a supercar, just finish the bike and the Jeep first. Just start with that, not just the Jeep, but the bike too. So I need to get this bike fixed up, or not fixed, not like broken, just needs to get like, how do you explain this? Just some repair, just some maintenance. Tires fixed, get the clutch looked at, get the chain adjusted. I'm gonna fix like an LED down there, but then maybe neaten up the cables, just like give it some love. Oh, and I have an idea for this whole phone thing. I had a good idea. I'm not gonna tell you about it because it might suck, and I want to wait until after it succeeds so I can brag about it. But get this thing looked at. The McJeep's going to need like a couple more months of work, but it's going to get a whole bunch of stuff in a couple weeks I'm really excited about. So I'm just going to wait until the McJeep and the McBike are like completely the way I want them. Which, by the way, this bike is like done. It's gotten modded all the way. It just needs to get looked at. Look at the road. It's got my grill. I don't see many Jeeps that have the same grill I have. All right, so on to the 370Z. I like that car a lot. I like the 350Z. And the GTR, let me say all this by saying I'm just a guy with opinions, and I'm not an expert, all right? So if I like a car you don't like, and if I don't like a car you do like, we're mortal enemies and we cannot talk to each other. That's what I'm saying. No, I'm saying the opposite. I'm being sarcastic. So the 350, I think, is a really awesome entry-level sport car, you know, for what it is and the price you can get it at. Like, that's a good car. 370 is just the evolution of that car. You know, it's newer, it's nicer. I don't know that it's any better except for the fact that it's newer. And then you got the GTR. You're just going with this Nissan Sport line. The GTR is like, you know, that I don't think it's a supercar. Maybe it is, but if it's not, it's as fast as a supercar. I mean, that freaking thing does, what does it do? 3.5 0 to 60. It's fast. So the issue with the 370Z, it's a simple issue, I think, is that it's kind of between those cars. If you're just going up Nissan sport cars, it's mid-tier. You got 350 as your entry. It's really inexpensive. I could get one if I really wanted one, but it's excuse me, it's the cheapest car possible. Or you could spend a whole lot to get the GTR, which is like, you're not going to need there aren't many faster cars, especially for Nissan. Like if you're going to Nissan, I should make this more concise. The problem with the 370 is that it's mid-tier, and in my mind, getting a 370 is essentially half-assing getting your car. You either get like a cheap 350 that'll work for the money, or instead of spending so much for a 370, just save that and put it toward a GTR. I can't justify spending the money it would cost to get that mid-tier car. I prefer all in or just entry level. But like the 370, even though I like that car and I can afford it, I'm not going to get that car. I don't think. I've been tempted several times, but I'm still holding out. I'm waiting until I get something better. What I would really like, what my I'm not gonna call it my dream car, but if I could get a supercar, it would be the Audi R8. That's the car I actually want. Specifically, I want a 2012 or older V10. I really want a V10, and it absolutely has to be a six-speed gated manual. It has to be. Now, I might settle for a V8 whenever that day comes. By the way, I don't know that I will ever get a supercar. I just want one. If I can get one, it's not. I don't know when that's going to happen. If it's going to happen, that's just kind of a goal. That being said, you know, I want those things, but I'm putting my focus on like what I have right now, because I still got stuff to do, but I still have goals. I don't know if that makes sense. I'm trying to be content with what I have, but I have goals. I'm not going out of my way to to satiate myself and get those things, just I'm trying not to. All right, that's the end of that rant. All right, guys, thanks for hanging out. I'm gonna go hang out with my bud and do activities, and I'll hopefully get a chance to enjoy the weather some more later today, because I still want to ride at sunset when it gets even better, and I'm just excited for fall when I can ride all midday. Oh, it's good. It's not just a day, it's a good day. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you had fun. Hope you enjoyed this rant, and I'll see you later. Bye.